If you're not constantly seeking to improve yourself, what are you doing? Hey everybody, it's Motivational Monday. We are going to talk about how we are going to keep going. We are going to keep going no matter the setback. Typically, when we set a goal, we have three things that interfere with our get to it. All right, so that's usually funds, education, and support. So if we don't have the funds, we are going to hustle until we get those funds to achieve what it is. Maybe we can borrow the money and pay it back. Maybe we can take out a loan and we can pay it back, but we got to get the funds to obtain the goal that we have set. Then there's education. We are not always highly equipped educationally to fulfill the goals that we set, but that's where we go into our free public libraries, we research, and we get the goal, because we may not have the computer, we may not have the laptop, we may not have all of that stuff, the money to buy the books. But typically when you go into your public library, which is free, you can get all the resources that you need to research it. So we're going to keep going on that way. And as for support, all we can do is support others and hope that they will genuinely support us back in return. Genuine reciprocity, or just reciprocity in general. Because with support, it's for every 100 that do not like you, there will be 100 that do like you. So that one is probably the easiest one to tackle, because you're thinking, oh my God, who will support me? They won't support me, this, that, and the third. But it's a billion of people in this world. So trust me, some people are going to support you. Some are going to do it naturally, some are going to do it genuinely, and some are just going to support you because whatever, they got the time. So that's the last one. Do not focus on where you're at now, because I think it was J. Cole, when he came out, he just thanked 500 people for supporting him and following him on Twitter. Yo, I got 502 followers. Probably not a lot for most of these other rappers, but I'm thankful for each person who hit that follow. And that is amazing. Have you seen his Twitter lately? So that goal is definitely attainable. We're going to get our support no matter what. Now, as for the funds and the education, you guys, we got to really work through that. How many times have we said, you know what, this goal is not attainable, I'm just going to throw it away? No, we're going to wait till our heart of all hearts feels like that goal is completely unattainable. But pause. Positive goals. We're not talking about, oh, I'm going to go get that girl, I know she taken, I'm going to get her. No, that's a negative goal. Abort mission. I'm going to get that guy. Negative goal. Abort mission. They're taken. They're not feeling you. Do not try that. That's not a goal. And we're not talking about taking someone's job. Oh, I'm going to go tell the boss that this person is not doing their job so they'll feel better about me and put me in that position. No, we're going to set the lane to get our own approval in our own way. All right. We're not taking nobody's nothing. All right. So back to the goal. We have to keep going. We have to keep going. I know sometimes we get so many blocks in our life, death will occur. The funds, that's the number one thing. The funds will go, you won't know where they're coming from, but you have to believe in yourself, and you have to believe that you're going to be able to get it. Don't give up. We have to keep going. The only thing I can say is that if you keep going, eventually you'll see over time, maybe days, maybe months, maybe even years, that it'll keep going. You'll keep elevating, you'll get it. And then, if it really, really gets to the point that it starts to affect your mental health, then all right, the goal of all hearts, it is completely unattainable, because we don't want to sacrifice our mental health. We can sacrifice our grind, our hustle, we can make more time, we can do all of those things, but we cannot sacrifice our mental health. So if it is starting to sacrifice your mental health, then that goal may not be attainable, and we may have to move in a different direction, because mental health is very, very important. You don't want to find yourself stressed. You don't want to find yourself not being able to get out of bed. You don't want to find yourself depressed because you set a goal and it's not going your way. So know when it's safe to part from a goal, but know when you got to keep giving your all. There are going to be a lot of setbacks. So I'm not saying the first setback, your mental health is deteriorated, but don't let your goal deteriorate you to the point that you feel like, you know what, I have to quit. I have to quit on life. I'm not worth anything. You are worth something. It's just a different goal that you may need to set. Okay, so I don't want you guys to give up. I want you to keep going, but I want you to keep in mind your mental health while you're in the process of that. Never let your goal affect your mental health. You don't want it to make you feel like you're less than when you are greater. It's just that you may need to move in another direction. all we have to do is keep going, because if one goal can't be met, then the next goal can be met. So I want you guys to say to yourself, you know what, I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep going. And if your mental health gets affected in any type of way that causes you severe stress, then you know that that goal is not attainable, and it's totally okay. It is okay to set new goals, but what we want to do is keep going no matter what. I hope you guys feel me on this, because I know sometimes like life really happens and it gets us down, especially like death, like losing someone very important to me this year, and then losing someone else important to me in the family. Like it really, really hurt. And sometimes that's something that can take you away. But then think about it. I can keep going for them, you know? Try to use certain things to motivate yourself to get you to where you want to be, because what I've come to learn is that life is not easy. There are going to be major setbacks. So I try to prepare myself the best I can, but at the end of the day, we can only do so much. So all I'm asking is for you to keep going. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to give my best. When I get weak and things get to me, I just say a prayer for it and I try to find my direction to keep going. I thank you for everyone who has reached out to me, everyone who has been very supportive of me. Dominique Divine, Neil, I have a story to tell. I see you guys all the time and you genuinely connect with me, and I appreciate that. MYA, you know, you got all of the stories, you be putting me onto stuff, and I appreciate the fact that we were able to connect. For everybody that's out there setting a goal, I ask that you continue to try to achieve it the best way that you can. I know that in the process of learning yourself, you may find, you know, you have a lot that you want to achieve, and you can, and you will, and all you have to do is believe. And again, if it's not attainable, you will know in your heart of all hearts that is completely unattainable. And yeah, so let's educate ourselves. Let's find the funding. Let's grind. Let's hustle. Let's save. Our 9-to-5 may not be working, but it could be saving for you to create that avenue that you want to do. Sometimes we have to sacrifice a little bit to get what we want. So don't be scared of sacrifice. Don't be scared to live uncomfortable to get to what you want, because sometimes the sacrifice is definitely the icing on the cake. Like sacrifice that Gucci, that Prada, that Fendi, like, you know what I mean? Sacrifice that look and prepare that stuff that's hidden that the world can't see. Prepare that account, prepare that, you know, the stuff that they can't see, you know what I mean? Stop looking for a whole bunch of approval from people on the outside. Now, support and approval are two different things. Approval is saying, you know, I need to look this way. I need to do this to be, for people to see me and approve of me. Support is saying, hey, where I'm at, come look at me. I want you to see me here. This is what I do. This is what I want you to support. That's different. You get what I'm saying? Approval is like, here, me. Support is saying, I'm going to sit back. I'm going to do me. Can you come? Can you show me love? And that's what we all want. So, yeah. Thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you will continue to support me. And to all of you that I've connected with, I will continue to support you. And to anyone that is watching this that is like, oh, it's not the end. You totally got this. And this message is for you to keep going. Thanks for tuning in.